What's good, YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, Real Talk Boxing, and I'm back at you again. It's a cold morning here in Texas, man. We talking about 23 degrees, sleet outside. I don't like this kind of cold weather. But anyway, last night we had some fights on DAZN. And I want to talk about not the main event, not Jojo Diaz. Horrible performance. The fight was very boring. But I'm talking about the co-main event against Patrick Teixeira versus Brian Castano. Hopefully I'm saying their names right. But if not, y'all used to that by now. And I'm pretty sure somebody will correct me. But listen, this fight was a fan-friendly fight. All right? Let me tell y'all something. We're talking about... Now, this was a fight for the WBO Junior Middleweight Championship of the World, 154-pound division. Let's talk about Brian Castano. Love his first name. Love his first name. Listen, if you want a perfect description or a definition of how a shorter fighter should fight a taller fighter, then watch this fight between Teixeira and Castano. Castano fought a perfect fight. Listen, they were both similar in age, 31, 30, I do believe. The height was 5'7.5", 5'11". The reach advantage was 67 versus 76. And I was actually conversating with my man, Little TV Scooby, on Instagram Messenger. And he said, hey, real talk. You know, what's the difference between having a reach advantage and a height advantage? You know, does that mean anything? Does having a reach advantage and a height advantage mean anything? You know what I told him? I said it means nothing if you don't know how to utilize those tools. If you don't know how to utilize your reach and your height, they mean nothing. Prime example of this fight here. Well, I can't really say prime example because it was Castano. His sheer willpower, man. His sheer guts and nuts and determination. Dude was hungry. He wanted that WBO title. Listen, I'm probably going to get emotional because I love it when fighters conduct themselves as fighters. I can't tell you how many times I watch a boxing match and say, man, why ain't you doing this? Why ain't you doing that? Why ain't your corner telling you to do this? What is your problem? You're a professional fighter. You ought to know how to conduct yourself. Wasn't the case with Castano last night, man. Castano did his freaking thing. Relentless. Stayed in the WBO champion's chest all freaking night. All night. And there's one thing that you need with reach and height. You may know how to utilize those two attributes, but if you're not strong enough to keep your opponent at bay, then those two don't matter. Don't mean squat. And Teixeira was not strong enough to keep Castano off of him. Castano worked the body. Y'all know how much I talk about the body, right? He worked the body all night. He ate so many devastating shots by Teixeira. He ate them, swallowed them, and kept coming. Now, let me explain something else to you guys. This is why I'm so impressed with Castano, man. Not only his determination, his heart, his skill set, his know-how. The fearless warrior he is. Not only that, the dude was in shape. You know how hard a shorter fighter has to work to get inside of a taller fighter? I'm 5'8". Everybody I've fought, everybody I've sparred my whole life, my amateur career, was always taller. I literally hated when taller fighters knew how to keep me at bay. It frustrated me to the high heaven. I couldn't stand it. You know we have to work 10 times as hard to get on the inside of a strong, tall, rangy fighter. We have to work 10 times as hard. And not only do we have to work hard to get there, guess what? When we get there, we have to work again. We got to do what we're supposed to do when we get on the inside. You got to shoot the shots. Castano had no problem doing that. The dude had win for days. There was nothing he could have done better in this performance that he did last night against Teixeira. Nothing. He left no stone unturned. And this dude is a problem for anybody in the 154-pound division. And I mean anybody. Anybody. True showmanship, True definition of a warrior. He counterpunched. He worked on the inside. It got to a point to where Teixeira was like, he was doing decent for a little bit using his range, but he got to the point where he's like, man, screw it. I can't keep him off. I can't keep him off me, so I'm going to fight on the inside with him. And that's exactly what Castano wanted. You getting close enough for this dude to get physical with you. Now he's really finna grope you. You on the inside. No sissy when I say that. But he's really going to grope you now that you're on the inside. That's what he wanted you from the jump. But his determination broke the champion Teixeira down. If you guys didn't watch this fight, it was the co-main event on the DAZN card last night. And it should have been the main event. This is the type of performance that I love to see by any boxer in any weight class. Brian Castano, you have a new fan by the name of Real Talk Boxing, a.k.a. Brian Gomer. Love your first name, Brian. Love your first name. Please go check this fight out if you haven't seen it. If you want to know the definition of how to get on the inside, how to cut the ring off, how to close the distance, how to work on the inside, how to be motivated, how to be determined, how to be hungry, the true definition of how a shorter fighter should conduct himself against a taller fighter. Watch this fight against Patrick and Brian. It was freaking awesome. Don't take my word for it, man. Go check it out yourself. Matter of fact, never mind my comment, never mind my opinion. I want to know yours. If you saw this fight, are you as emotional about it as me? Are you as satisfied as Real Talk is? Comment down below and let your boy know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up and I'm out of here, and I'm actually satisfied with the performance in professional boxing. Peace.